Ironman's a no joke. I don't even know if I can do it. I've never swam. I've only just started running, and I've only probably covered about 50 kilometres in my whole life on a road bike.
Our weather pattern is stuck in a rut.
Is this the new normal for winters in the UK?
Half a year's rainfall, and it's only early February.
When will this rain stop?
It feels like it's been raining almost continuously since Christmas, and for some parts of the UK it has.
So we've just done a ride at the minute. It's the second day since 2026 that it's not rained. I didn't want to go out today. I'm too tired. My legs are hurting from running yesterday, but I had to get out. I had to get this session in. It's not a big one. I'm still dialing the bike, but we're out here and we're getting it done. I've been having a bit of problems with the seat post. I think I need some carbon paste. Every time I hit like a subtle bounce or a drop, the seat post's been dropping, man. It's been really doing me head in this ride. So in the last clip you just saw, I was having trouble with my seat post kept dropping. Now this is absolutely scratched to bits. You can see how much it was dropping. I lifted up the thing and obviously it says 8 Newton meters. Now the Berida has got a tool thing on the bottom, but obviously carbon frame, you need to have a torque wrench. So I've just torqued that up now, so hopefully that holds out. If not, I'm going to get some carbon paste on it. I think I'm just going to touch this up in a similar colour just so it doesn't look so bad, but I'm absolutely wounded over that. That was absolutely atrocious. We're doing all right. We're on track for a PB. Just try to keep my breathing under control. Keep pushing. I feel pretty quick, but they're so unstable. But I have actually got like really flat feet, so maybe that's why. But it's not causing any pain yet. But I might feel it tomorrow. We're just coming to a proper busy road now. This is where I might lose time. I'm trying to make that time back up. Well, fingers crossed. We're going to get a PB. I'm really fucking doing it, boys. I'm not looked at my Strava yet. I don't know how quick I ran, but it's feeling good. I'm going to try and sprint the last K. Say sprint, try it a bit quicker and draw in that PB. Hopefully I've got it. It's feeling good. Oh, nearly there. Oh my god, I'm fucked. Oh. 5k PR, new 5k PB under my belt. 27.47. Oh. To be fair, I probably could have done a bit better. Towards the end I got a proper bad stitch. But I just push through it. The Evo cells feel pretty quick, but they are a bit unstable. But no, I'm happy with that. Thinking we can get that down to a sub 25 by the end of March. We're really happy with that. You know, considering my first 5k was like 32 minutes, then I got it down to 28.59. Now I've just done a 27.47, so we can get that down to a 25 minute by the end of March. I'll be really happy with that.
On another note, just got a 5k PB. Look at the state of that damage on the Evo SLs already. When I was saying that they felt unstable, they're absolutely trashed. These have done 8k miles. Sorry, these have done 8 kilometers. The Evo SLs are fast shoes, but they should not be wearing out that bad. And I could really feel my heel striking in that area. Like, my Nova Blasts have done around about 50-60k and they're absolutely pristine, but these are fucked. Last couple of rides that I've gone on have only been like small test rides, but I've been running into issues and I've been paranoid about going too far away from the house or people that can help me because I wasn't set up properly, but now he's changed that. So we've got some tyre repair, some muck off wet lube, which I absolutely swore by when I was in my mountain biking days. Got myself a new cycling jersey. The missus is absolutely gonna hate me. A small saddle bag. Is there more aero options on the market? 1000%, but I just needed something to get me going. I will be upgrading in the future, but it is what it is. I got some white socks. I don't have white shoes yet, so I'm not super cool, but we're half cool at the minute, and we're only doing a half Ironman, so I don't need to be full cool at this point in time. But more importantly, I have not gone for a swim since this training started. So we've just got a cheap pair of swimming goggles, a super attractive swimming cap, and more importantly, the reason I've been putting off going swimming is because I had swimmers in not too long ago and it was absolutely horrific. So this is going to stop that. Basically, they go in your ear, they stop the water going in, and I'm not going to be bouncing around the room with my head trying to get the water out of my ear. The only issue with the swimming side of things is I don't have a smartwatch just yet. Obviously I can't record in a public pool, so I'm not really going to have much content with that, but I'll record when I'm going in and whatnot, and I'll give you an update on how the swim went afterwards. And then I have got a little bit of an update that is important to me at the end of this video. I've just woke up. It's 7:30 on Saturday, but I've got something fucking sick to show you. I've got a new project bike. It's a 531 Reynolds Peugeot Professional. All I've got is the fork and frame. It's a 56cm. It's got a seized Campagnolo bottom bracket, and that's it. There's not going to be too much content in this video, but we're about to make the baddest fixed gear on the net. I mean, just look at it. As you know, I've always had a thing for Peugeots. The last one I did, I thought looked really well, but that one was a Carbolite frame. I can't actually remember the exact model of Peugeot road bike that was. It was in like the 70s or 80s. This one's mid 80s, but we're gonna make sure this thing looks absolutely wicked. Full respray, new hardware, get rid of all the rust, a 6 set of wheels, wide bars. It's gonna be fucking sick. So according to the weather, it was actually meant to be decent today. I was planning on going for a ride. It was actually going to be my first brick run session, but at the minute it is absolutely lashing it down. So I'm going to go for a run later on, but I didn't feel like putting that in this video because we've already got the 5k PR attempt, and the way I wanted to structure this series was going to be filming all the content during my training throughout the month and then uploading a long form style video at the end of each month. Now that I've experimented with that style of content, I think I'm gonna try and push that up to 2 videos per month. One in the middle, one at the end, and try and incorporate swimming, running, cycling in both of those videos. Swimming's a tricky one. I can't film in public pools. I don't think the old Bill would like that. But open water swimming is literally round the corner. And there's a great place that I found, which is probably 15 miles from here. So the content's going to take a real turn when it gets to around April. I've just bought a house. As soon as we get the keys, we're going to be doing the basic furnishing and whatnot. And then I'm going to be building a pain cave, full out turbo trainer, maintenance, just an absolute dream cave. Now there was something that I wanted to talk about, and I said that I'd put it at the end of this video. In October, I decided to go to the doctors because I found a lump in my neck, just here. At first I was concerned. I thought it was maybe my lymph glands, and like it was almost like I was always ill. Like, when your lymph glands are swollen and you'd feel them, you're like, oh, maybe I'm getting a bit ill. I thought it was that. Turns out it wasn't a lymph gland, and the phrase tumour started getting thrown about. Since October, I've been having appointments every single 2 weeks. It's been quite a hard period of my life. My son was born in November 15th to be exact. I'd just become a father. I've got my own little family. Just bought a house with my missus, and I thought it was all going to get taken away from me. I was never too worried about my health as such. I never thought, human nature, we think we're indestructible. We think we're here forever. But during the process of finding out what it was, I went for a ultrasound scan, an MRI scan where they put like some colour into your veins and like inject you with something, and they put you into an MRI to see if it's vascular. I had a camera through my nose into my throat to look at it from the inside, which was absolutely horrific. And then finally I had a biopsy where I had local anaesthetic shot into my neck with an ultrasound guided biopsy, and it was like basically what felt like a gun, and you just did a click, and it was literally like someone had put a flashbang in your ear. It was so loud. The local anaesthetic was like 1 million bee stings in one area, because they have to go through 3 layers of skin, or 3 layers of whatever you'd call it, to get to the nerve sheath where this tumour is. And it just felt horrific. Once I got the biopsy, I've had to wait like 4 or 5 weeks. The original appointment was meant to be in March, but I think they had a cancellation or something, and they brought it forward 2 weeks. So during the biopsy, I was told that if this is bad, or depending on what it's pushing against and the problems it causes, if it needs removing, you will lose your voice and facial nerves. Like, your facial nerves are damaged, which I can only imagine to be similar to like a stroke. So now I'm thinking, I've got this gorgeous baby boy, my son, my missus, my job that I do every day, all these things where I use my voice, and all I can think about is my son isn't going to hear my voice. It was hard. I was ringing up the hospital. I was ringing up the hospital every day, trying to chase up my results, but they will not tell you. My NHS app wasn't updating. They wouldn't let me know the results. I was on ChatGPT like every day, searching it. Every time something would have come from the app, in the previous history, I'd screenshot it and put it into ChatGPT, trying to find some security, answers for what I'm going through. But thank God, it came back benign. They then gave me a choice whether I wanted to remove it or whether I wanted to keep it there. And I've said, let's opt for a 6-month checkup, whereby we can see if it's grown, if it's causing any issues, and then we can possibly look at removing it. But, the last video, I know that I'm talking into a camera, and I know that this doesn't need to be spilled to the world, especially when the first episode got 3-digit views. But inside them views, if there's one person that's going through something similar, I just want you to know that you're not alone and other people do go through this. And for anybody that's not, I just want you to remember, you've got one life, live it. And if that means signing up to an Ironman, sign up to that fucking Ironman. This has been a massive wake-up call for me. And it was a shake-up that I didn't realise I needed. If you've got things you want to do, go and get them fucking done. Nothing is stopping you doing anything you need to do, except you.